absolute confidence. This is what OM-D E-M1X is all about. They mentioned it's going to build for the professional, but for me, I think this camera is built for amateur. So let's find out why I'm saying this. So we are finally here at the Sepang F1 International Circuit for this Olympus E-M1X launching. Mentioned they have built a pro camera, but I insist saying that, well, is it a pro camera? Come on, how can a pro camera without a top LCD panel? And how come a pro camera have this flippy screen? It's not pro at all, man. Come on. And worst of all, I'm not a pro photographer and I can use the camera to capture sport. Come on, how can a pro photo camera be like this, man? Come on. A pro photo camera should be hard to use, have front LCD, and also please, you cannot have flippy screen because flippy screen is very flimsy, as they say. That's why D5 1DX, they don't have flippy screen. Come on guys, it's just an amateur camera, right? Enough of that crap. So actually, how good is this camera compared to the previous model? No, I don't know, because it's just a brief 30 minutes hands-on on it. So what actually the 30 minutes I got to do with is that we will usher out to the track to actually test out the camera autofocus system on the cars, fast cars, and also the motorbikes, racing motorbikes. In that 30 minutes, we got to test out that the Olympus autofocus, in which they mentioned is about deep learning, okay, the machine deep learning, in which they can process data 3.5 times faster than previous model, because they have two processors in it, just like the Fuji's. So what deep learning autofocus in this camera means that I think you're quite used to the current model in which the AF face tracking. So basically it's the AF face tracking, but now it tracks motorbikes, it tracks cars, it tracks train, and also it tracks aeroplane. So I'm an amateur photographer, so I went to the track so I can just shoot the racing car without any hassle, without any learning curve. So Olympus personnel actually set up the custom setting in which they put in continuous autofocus, they put in the burst mechanical mode, and also they put in the tracking for the sport car mode. Once we point to the track, when the car comes out, The white box will actually follow the particular car. What we have to do is just we press the button. So amateur like us will become a pro photographer. No problem. So you get almost 98% of hit rate on the images you've taken. So it's that good, the autofocus. But somehow I'm not sure about maybe animal or maybe something else, because we only have 30 minutes to test out and we are on the track. So that's the only thing that we can try on. So other things, other subject tracking, so we are not very sure about it. I do hope that Olympus will send me the E-M1X to actually do a further testing, like the normal walking autofocus test. Perhaps we can also try out the Olympus log file. I also get to test out the latest 120 frame file from the Olympus video setting. It's Olympus first 120 FPS in Full HD mode from the OM-D lineup. So I'm glad to let you know that the footage from the 120 frame is very sharp, very crisp, but it does not record in sound. Okay, so it's just a plain video without sound. It's not like the Sony A7s or the Nikon Z6. So it records without sound. And the last thing that we got to test in this 30 minutes is the waterproof. Not to say waterproof, is the IPX1 rating for weather resistant cold water on it. So it passes our test, so no problem. Okay, so you can take this camera out to no matter how rugged the condition will be. So it's very good. So I do hope that further testing could be done on this camera, because this, like it or not, is a pre-production unit for us to test out. So I do hope that when the camera is really out on the market in February, we got to test it out truly, and then I will come back to you, because I myself is a micro four third lover. So I do hope that in the future Olympus could develop something smaller in which have this very good spec, but come on please, micro four third should be a small camera. So make it a small camera, and also make the camera much cheaper. $3,000 US is way too expensive for us. So it's just too expensive. Okay. So this is the video autofocus test on 4K 30 frames per second. So I'm also testing the internal mic of the OM-D E-M1. So now it's against the very bright light. So now it's backlight. So will it actually track back my face if I try to focus on other things? So how's the autofocus? So there's one more batch. So how effective is the image stabilizer? I'm just hand holding. Now I'm hand holding on the lens itself. So this camera is heavy, man. Sometimes I just wonder how Peter McKinnon actually used the 1DX to vlog. So everyone is staying in the tent. So let's try the video on the OM-D. E-M1X. Should we call it a 10 or an X? X. X, huh?
Yeah. E-M1X.
Alright, that's all from me in Malaysia. So in this brief 30 minutes test out, this is what I get. the AF tracking is good, the weather sealing is good, the internal microphone is good, the slow motion is good, but the pricing is no good. So I'll see you further down the road, and happy Chinese New Year from us in Malaysia.